Hey guys, you just here, welcome back to a brand new video. So this is it, this is my 30,000 subscribers on YouTube special celebration Q&A video, the first Q&A that I'm ever going to be doing on the YouTube channel. And quickly before we jump into the QA section of this video, I just want to quickly take a second or a minute just to quickly thank you for watching this video. Yes, you right there with the googly eyes in the middle right there. Just even if you are subscribed to the channel, you're not subscribed, you've liked videos, you've disliked the videos, you've hated in the comment section, you've left anything in the comment section, any type of engagement has made this whole YouTube hobby of mine just this, I don't even know what this sort of experience is. It's crazy. It's so hard to actually try and explain. Much funner than what it should be, you know, like, it's so much fun. I enjoy it so much to the point where I look forward to every single day recording, creating, editing, rendering and uploading videos to then see the feedback from people all around the world. It's just absolutely insane of an experience, and I can't wait to see how big it gets or how long we can do it for, and I'm just going to keep enjoying it and having fun at the same time, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the journey as well. So for this video, this is for 30,000 subscribers, which is a crazy milestone in itself. I asked you guys for questions in the previous video, and it's about 200 questions. A lot of them were very similar or specifically exactly the same, which is fine, but you know, 200 questions, that's absolutely crazy. I think it was like 3 to 4 pages to load all of the comments, like they just kept coming in. I didn't even think that many questions could be left for me personally, but without further ado, with no more delay, let's quickly jump into the QA section of this video. So for question 1 coming from Nexus, who asks, what is your first gamer tag, which also relates to another question coming from Lewis, Jamie, Chris, Royd, and also Jay Gaming asking how old I am, because they all tie in together. So to quickly answer, my first Xbox Live gamer tag, which was created 10 years ago on the original 360 when I got it, and the original Gears of War game playing that online, my first Xbox Live gamer tag was whatever came into my mind first, and when into my mind came out straight onto the create profile page on the original 360, and that was my first gamer tag. So it was Little Lee 1994, which also answers the question how old I am. I'm 21 currently. I was born in 1994 on December 10th, which makes me 22 later this year, which is probably crazy for a few people. I know, babyface. I look very young for my age, but I think trying to think about the original reasons behind my original gamer tag was Little because I was small throughout whole of school, Lee being my name, and then 1994 being the year that I was born, and no wonder I got abuse on the mic on Xbox Live. I thought it was just people playing who played Gears of War back in the day. But no, maybe that's what I can finally realize. It was maybe my stupid gamer tag, my first ever one, Little Lee 1994. And hopefully that answers your questions. Like, I know a few people out there were probably wondering how old I am. I've got that question quite a bit since I started making videos, which is fine, you know. Hopefully that helps me out later in life when I'm like an old man. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, aren't we? It's one of those things. For the next question, a lot of you guys also asked me the similar question of, will I be uploading other games, including Call of Duty, Battlefield, and will I be expanding on the games that I actually play and record on the channel, except Gears of War? So to quickly answer this question, yes, obviously, over the past few years of just creating YouTube videos and getting more and more into it and just having as much fun as possible right now, I definitely want to expand from Gears of War and move on, or not necessarily move on, but just expand to other games out there. I am a gamer overall, after all, and as much as I like the Gears of War, I will definitely make a promise to you guys, pinky promise it, I will never leave that franchise. I will never be one of those people who completely just, I don't know, cold turkey and leave it and never look back and go ever play it again, really. Gears of War is such a special franchise for me. It always will have a place on the channel. But being an Xbox exclusive, it's very small niche, you know. There's people who play games on the PC, people that play games on the PlayStation. And so all of them people will never have a chance to check out my content if I strictly stick to Gears of War. So as much as I love Gears of War, I definitely will be expanding onto other games and trying things out. It all depends on how I feel at the time, whether I'm enjoying a certain new game and I'm enjoying it, and then I want to upload videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So if you ever do see other videos from me for other games, support them like you do Gears of War, you know. Like, Gears of War will always, like I said, be a franchise that will have a place on this channel as long as new games are getting released. But I will definitely be expanding and just enjoying my time playing other games out there, especially this year with titles like Titanfall 2, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty 4 Remastered, and there's many, many more to come. Haven't been announced yet. There's probably many titles and games to play, so I definitely want to branch out. The next question comes from Brian, who asks, have you ever raged so hard you broke something? So it's sort of like a yes and no to this question. No, in the last few years, I've got older and I've learned control, and I don't really get annoyed at games, especially when I'm recording videos on live streaming. For some reason, it's literally complete 100% Shadowz and chill, you know. Like, I am completely chilled when recording and streaming, but playing off recording, I do sometimes get angry here and there, but nothing like when I was a kid. Like, rest in peace, all my Xbox 360 controllers. I had the terrible problem of getting so angry that my controllers used to get smashed all over the place, like against the wall, against my head. I don't know why. I was crazy. I was a crazy kid. Against a desk, against a TV, anything. I used to literally just smash controllers up. And now, obviously, I've learned that these things need replacing, and I have to replace them. And that's money, and it's just not worth it, you know. It's just not worth it. So back in the day, yes, I used to rage so hard that I used to break controllers quite a lot, I'm afraid. It happened, man. It happened. Nothing I can do about it. For the next set of questions, a lot of you guys asked me about creating a clan or joining a montage team or joining a competitive team for Gears of War. So to quickly answer the montage sort of question, or the montage clip clan thing, when I started my YouTube channel, I never really wanted to create montages or that sort of content. Like, when I started, I wanted it to be different and unique. So as you can see, the content that I've done over the years has probably made me a lot different. So I can definitely say for the content when it comes to montages or creating or joining a montage sort of clip clan, that will probably never happen at all. But the competitive side of things, I definitely consider an option for myself later this year with Gears of War 4. It all depends on the options available. Like, I don't put all of my eggs in one basket. It all depends on the option of Gears 4 competitive, and if a team's available for me to join. Like, I probably wouldn't create one. I would rather join like a esports organization that's looking for a member to pick up. But it all depends on the YouTube content and the streaming on Twitch. It all depends like on the options available at that certain point. But yes, competitive Gears of War for me personally is an option. It all depends on what's happening at that current time, which is later this year once Gears of War 4 releases. Like, we need to see what the potential is, you know. You can't, you don't know until it happens. So we'll see, we don't know. Next up, I've got a lot of questions, and of course a lot of questions about favoritism and the Gears of War series when it comes to my favorite game, favorite campaign, favorite multiplayer, favorite character, favorite weapon, everything you can think of, you name it. Somebody asked the question of what is your favorite, etc. in the Gears of War series. So with this type of question or questions, it's very hard to quickly summarize everything in a short little video like this. But for the whole Gears of War franchise, I don't really have a favorite for really anything. Like, I love and like everything and dislike a few things. Like, when it comes to my favorite game, I do like all of the Gears of War games. Every single game has a lot of good points and a lot of major flaws. Like, none of the games are perfect. Like, if I was gonna consider my favorite multiplayer, probably Ultimate Edition / Gears of War 2 on a really perfect, no laggy, good host-based connection game. They're probably my favorite multiplayers. And for campaign, Gears 2 was amazing, but all of the Gears of War games were. Characters, I don't really have a favorite. I enjoy the Gears of War storyline overall for everything, really. And then for favorite power weapons, Torque Bow is definitely my favorite power weapon because it was the original power weapon that I could use from Gears 1. And it was the only one, you know, like, I couldn't use a sniper at all. I hated playing canals. I hated playing any map with a sniper with the active down on Gears 1. So Torque Bow has always been my backup sort of favorite power weapon out of all the Gears of War games I've played so far. Next up, we got a question from Joe's Carlos, who asks, what tips would you give for a new YouTuber? We've also got Sam Shepherd Gaming asking for advice when it comes to just building a audience and a community, and what advice could I give to smaller Gears of War content creators out there. Then we have Swanky Butters asking how I deal with copyright here on YouTube. So personally, I still deem myself as a small channel, you know, like I compare myself to the channels out there with millions of subscribers and hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of subscribers, just because I still deem myself small, you know, so I don't really feel worthy to give you guys advice. But if I was to share something, it would just be the advice that I give myself, that I try to live up to day by day when I'm recording videos. So there's 3 main points of advice that I use, that if you guys feel like I can give you the advice, then listen up. But if not, I understand that I personally don't feel big enough or that I've learned enough to give you guys advice. But what I go by is quality, consistency, and also having fun. So you've got to make sure that your videos are as quality as possible to the best of your ability, whether it's just putting little effort, little extras into there, whether that's little images or overlays, making sure everything looks nice and crisp, making sure that you have the best render settings, and just making sure that you do everything properly. But then consistency is a big thing, so trying to upload quality YouTube videos as much as possible. Like for me personally, at least for a year and a half straight daily, not missing anything at all. But that goes into my third point, which is having fun, because if I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't enjoy it, and you guys would probably not enjoy it. So if there was advice I could give you guys, if it's worthy to give you guys advice, even though I haven't really been doing it that long and I'm not too big myself, is quality videos, consistency with those quality videos, and just overall make sure you're having fun. Like, if you're not having fun, it's not worth it, you know? Don't push upon yourself to make videos, or they will not go out as good or as to the best of your ability. You know, that's what I've learned personally over the few months or few years that I've been doing this so far. Next up, we got a question from King Locust asking, have you ever chilled with the Coalition in person and bounced ideas to them? And if you have, what were their responses? With also a Boston Finesse asking, what would be your dream as far as working with the Coalition in the future?
All right, you're on.
Hey, it's Rod Ferguson, studio head of the Coalition, talking about Gears of War 4, and you are watching Shadowz on YouTube.
So for actually the Coalition and meeting some of the developers, luckily I had the amazing opportunity, thanks to you guys, to play Gears of War 4 as like a pre-alpha version earlier in the year, just a few months ago before the beta, at a event in London, which was absolutely amazing. It was one of the best experiences of my life. I got to meet Rod Ferguson, I got to meet Pez Radar or Adam, the director of community, got to meet Liam or Octis, the community manager, and a few other guys as well, like Prince, I think he runs the QA team. And it was just crazy. It was just a crazy experience, dude. Like, I literally walked in like, oh my days, this is insane. Seeing like all of the Gears of War 4 stuff everywhere. Like, you saw, I did record like a vlog video with the camera I'm using to record this. So I did get to share my experience with you guys, but I thank you for that as well, because it was incredible. Like, I had so much fun. Like, they were all amazing guys to meet, really down to earth. We chatted for a good few hours about the Gears of War scene and what's going on, what I think about Gears of War 4 and what should be done in the future going forward. And they took the time to listen, and we just had a good conversation, you know, like it was a chilled, really just amazing experience, and it was crazy. So the dream for the Coalition for me personally is if I could work at the Coalition from like the QA team, I would love to be able to play test Gears of War on a daily basis as my like full income job, and just test out, even if I have to use the Lancer in Gears of War 5 every day for a week straight to report on what I think. I would be up for that, man. That would definitely be the dream. If I could just do something for Gears of War on a daily sort of schedule, weekly, yearly, monthly schedule, you call it, and it be my full-time income job, which would be crazy. That would definitely be the dream. Could it happen? I don't know. Probably like a 0.1% in a billion% chance, but that would definitely be the ideal dream when it comes to working in a partnership or in hands with the Coalition studio for Gears of War. But what we're doing right now on YouTube is good enough. I do enjoy my time anyway. Then lastly, the last question we have coming from Authentic Ryars, he asks, will you put my question in your Q&A video? Yes, I will. It's there. Now literally when editing this video, I said to myself before this video, I was like, Lee, Shadowz, don't forget you need to remember to actually answer why you didn't include 3 specific questions. And then I was like, oh no. So there's 3 questions that people did ask me a lot, which were how or why I started playing Gears of War, why or how, the reason why I created my YouTube channel and why I started making videos. And the third question is why I'm called Shadowz. Now, them 3 questions are quite special to me. They all have their own personal, about 10 to 20 minute long sort of story behind them. So I wanted to save their specific questions for future videos and when we hit future milestones, because they do mean a lot to me and I'd love to share that story with you guys for all them 3 specific questions. So if you answered one of those, that's the reason why you didn't get the answer for any of those. But if you did ask it, all I can say is stay tuned. They will be answered sometime in the future, just before I forget and I do upload this video. So there you have it. There is my 30,000 subscribers Q&A special celebration video. Again, thank you guys for this awesome, amazing milestone. The channel has done really well this year. We've got a lot of new games coming out and some awesome games coming out later this year. We've got E3 coming up real soon. And like I said, I'm having such a fun, awesome time with this whole YouTube hobby thing. It's becoming better and better as weeks go past and months go past. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the journey with me and just enjoying the content overall. Always, feedback is appreciated. If you want to leave any feedback in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, this different sort of Q&A video, let me know as well. Give the video a thumbs up and share it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you aren't already. Thanks for watching. And as always, I shall see you on the next one.